Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how I make a little photo album. It's a junk journal, but it's also a photo album. I'm making it as a gift for my niece, who I love dearly, and her birthday is in about 5 days, and I'm a little late making her gift, but even if I have to mail it, and even if it's a day or two late in the mail, I know that she'll really love it anyway. I'm often late with things, but it always works out in the end anyway. So, my name is Laura, and I am from the Queen of Mirth, and I'm very grateful to be here today. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day here in Vancouver, BC, and everything seems to be going very well. So, this is the basic journal, or photo album I should say, and I'm going to use this as the cover. It's the easiest cover on earth because it's simply a double-sided cardstock, double print, printed on both sides. So, and it's very pretty. And there are, I don't know if you can see, but there's some gold accents. So I'm going to put gold accents throughout the book as well. But first of all, what I want to do is simply prepare the pages. I don't want the stark white pages. You can see what I have here. It's just little bits and pieces of different things that I've saved, and these ones that have writing on them, I want to pretty much cover up all the writing. And so this is it, and this is the envelope that I'll be using, and I put a lotus blossom there, but it's upside down, so let's turn it around. It should go that way. Okay, let's get to work. So I'm just going to do this like page by page, I guess, and maybe I'll speed up the video for this and play some beautiful music.
Each sleepless night, my paintbrush and I greet each muse as she comes, one by one. For my heart is young, and my soul is old. My imagination's filled with unicorns and mermaids wondrous to behold. And I greet each muse as she comes, my paintbrush and I, each sleepless night, one by one. I've learned happiness is filled with bristly tips, and were I to slumber, I would be remiss, I'd be remiss, for I greet each muse as she comes, my paintbrush and I, each sleepless night, one by one. My paintbrush and I, each sleepless night, one by one. Each sleepless night, my paintbrush and I greet as she comes, one by one. For my heart is young.
And now I'm just going to do a little bit of spray ink. I'm going to spray a little ink on them all. What I didn't mention to you is how I'm coffee staining today, and that is that I just have this little jar, and I put about maybe less than half a cup of water and 2 heaping teaspoons of instant coffee. Stirred it up, that's all. So that's how I'm coffee staining this, and I see no need to put it in the oven. So now this is Dilutions spray ink. And it's a purple. And this is Tattered Angels shimmer paint.
My paintbrush.
I have so much trouble reading these. Yeah, I'm not sure what color this is. I can't figure out, but it doesn't matter. It's some kind of a silvery gray, I think. Actually, it's not. It's a darker purple. Well, that's fine. Purple is always good. I like purple. This is more of that color, which is like a teal. And I'm just shaking it to get the shimmers all through it, which I presume is just mica powder. It always makes things pretty. There. And maybe it's just like more of a green, and I have to shake the bottle also to get the shimmers throughout. And these come out really so pretty. I just can't begin to tell you. There. So I'm just going to set this one over here. I'll do a little bit on this envelope. Now I don't know. I know for sure this part will show, and maybe some of this. So, because I'll be covering up with various images too, I think. Although I don't have an absolute set plan for this project. I just know that it's going to be a junk journal photo album, and that it's a gift for my beautiful niece. And like I said, this is silver. Like I said, her birthday is in 5 days. Well, I'll put it this way. Today is a Sunday, and her birthday is this coming Friday. And if I could have got it into the mail today, she might get it by her birthday. She still might if I get it into the mail tomorrow. But yeah, you probably can't really see that, but it's beautiful, shimmery silver. Now this one I want to do a little bit darker because I don't want I don't really want the letters to show up so much. So if I can find a darker spray, I think. All the ones shaped like this are Tattered Angels. I got 12 of them on Zulily for pretty darn good price. But next time I think I'm going to make my own. I do like sprays though. I think they give it a nice depth to the page. That's just covering up some of these words and things. It's not going to completely cover them up because, and I don't care to. I just want to have it. I just don't want them to be prominent in all of this. Here's a pink one. Now, I must have more. I do, yes. Put some of the silver on this one. Feeling happy about the way this book is going to be. I can tell that I'm going to like it. I love the kind of wrinkly, coffee-stained pages, and with the ink sprayed on it, it's so pretty. Now this one, I still can't see where it says the name. Oh, this is called Sun Sisters. It's a kind of a gold color. And I'll mix some silver in that. And when this dries, it'll be so shimmery and so pretty, I will just fall in love all over again with it. Yeah, I will. And then these, the paper underneath that's protecting my table is going to be perfect for junk journal pages in the future. So nothing is wasted, and I'm doing two things at once without even feeling it. It's just coming together. And these pages will be really pretty for another day. I'm just covering up a lot of the printed words because I don't really want them to be part of the album. I mean, it's okay up to a point, but that's all. So, and I'm going to have to do kind of a dark bunch on here too. So let's see what I have. Here's one. Yeah, these Tattered Angel things, they're really good. It's called Glimmer Mist. And I mean, all of this line of their stuff is Glimmer Mist. And they have really beautiful colors, actually. But I want to cover up most of the print. Okay, now this one, this is from a Japanese school book, or it's like a composition book, but it's a Japanese one, so there are squares for the people to write, or the children to write the Japanese characters in, and it makes very nice journaling paper. I get it at Umomo. That's OOMOMO. It's a chain of stores in Canada called Japanese. They say Japanese Living. Everything in there is from Japan, and the prices are like dollar store prices. Everything's really beautiful. So I get these little composition books and things in there. I think I'll leave this one like it is. Look at how it's come out. The ink has come into this kind of squares. That's gorgeous. I couldn't have done that on purpose if I tried. Happy accident. Wow, it's so good. So there we have it with that. And this is a piece of copy paper, and this was to test the colors of my printer. I'm sure everybody has paper like that hanging around. Let's try this one. This is a Dilutions one, and I'm looking for a kind of a light color. Oh, it's not wanting to spray, this little guy. Oh, I should maybe fix that one. I don't think it's going to work. I think I'll try this one. It's another Tattered Angel one, and it looks pretty good. Looks sort of like a bronzy copper color or something. I don't know. I've kind of given up trying to read the labels. Wait till next month. I get my cataract surgery in May. I get it next month. My left eye on the 18th and my right eye on the 28th. And I'm so looking forward to it because it's going to deal with my astigmatism and my cataracts at the same time. And it's probably a lot of you know, it's very routine procedure, a little operation. So I don't think there's anything to be afraid of. And I'm looking forward to being able to see again, or at least to see much better than I do today. That will be lovely. So, yeah. Okay, now that just has to dry. Okay, now this one's pretty dry, not completely, But the next thing I want to use is if I can find them. Oh my goodness. I was going to use these wonderful gelatos that I have. Okay, I found them. They couldn't have gone too far. They have to go within hand distance. So, yeah, these are Faber-Castell gelatos. They're iridescent, and I thought that they would maybe add something really precious to the journal or album pages. So let's see what I have here. See, it's just, I thought I would just kind of do like a frame around a page. Yeah, and maybe around this one. The page is still a little bit wet. Ideally, I would wait an hour or so and then do this, but since you're all here, I may as well just keep going. So there's that one, and then this one, I think I'll just put just some kind of abstract, beautiful, squiggly things. Oh, this is going to be so gorgeous. I know she'll like it. See, the reason I'm making an album for her is that when she's now in her 30s, but when she was about 8 years old, she and her family lived in Providence, Rhode Island. Her dad was teaching he was a professor at Brown University. And her mom, who is my sister, lived there with him and her sister. She has a sister named Layla. And my daughter, who was in high school at the time, I think she was around 16, my daughter and I went from Vancouver to Providence to visit them, and I took quite a few photos. But they subsequently moved away from Providence. They lived there for a few years, and they had a really pretty little house that I thought looked like a little toy house. It looked like one of those, a playhouse. I mean, it was so cute. And so anyway, she was every time she has come to visit me, okay, I put these pictures in an album, and every time she comes to visit me, she wants to look at them, and she told me that she doesn't have any, or that they don't have any photos of that period in their lives, and she said she didn't have any photos of that house or anything. And she wasn't asking me for the photos. She just said that. And now that I'm trying to have less things, I thought that I would give the photos to her. But I didn't want to give her them in the album that they're in, because that album got wrecked. It got stuffed somehow under a sofa or something, and it got all bent. But the pictures are good. So I've taken the pictures out, and I'm making this little junk journal album for her, and it will surprise her. And I know she's probably not going to see this video, so it's okay to say it. And yeah, I think she'll be just so happy. I hope. I believe. So yeah, I haven't seen her for since this COVID thing started, since maybe a few months before that. And it will be wonderful when we can get together again. I had my vaccine last week. It was last Thursday, in fact. So, no, it wasn't. It was almost 2 weeks ago. So it wasn't last Thursday, it was the Thursday before that. And so this coming Thursday, it will have been, it'll be my 2 weeks, which is another step forward. After I had the vaccine, I really felt that that's what it was, a step forward for me, a step toward being, toward being safer. And so I was very happy to be able to have it. So anyway, yeah, this is the one I really like because it came out this way. I'm just so, I get very excited over things like this. It just, it kind of makes it'll make the album look very cool. And, I could never have even done that on purpose. So it's cool. So I'm just going to make a few iridescent lines with the gelato. And I like gelatos as well. It's so smooth to work with, and it works on all kinds of surfaces. You can put it on glass, you can put it on ceramic, paper, so many things. Use it in, with your paintings on a canvas. It's for a mixed media person. They are really a wonderful addition to your toolbox. So here we are. And that's what that one's going to be. Now, I'm not going to put this together right now because it's just still a little bit wet. I don't want to stress the paper too much. So, a little gelato on here. How about, I'll put gold over these. These parts are still a little bit on the white side. They are kind of white, which is fine. I want to be loose, I don't want to have everything pre-planned. I want to have things in this journal with what I'm doing right now. I want to work spontaneously. I mean, I have a bit of a plan, of course. I had my gelatos out, I had my sprays beside me because I knew I was going to use them. But basically, this is a spontaneous work. And I like that because it can be kind of loose, not rigid. But if you do something like this, do it any way you like, because there really are no rules. You can't go wrong. I mean, you could use this, you could use the gelato to make like images, to write something, all kinds of stuff. It's fine. Then I want to do this one. And also, these aren't going to, these pages aren't going to show everywhere, just some places. They're not going, it's not going to be like, it's not like, these are just backgrounds. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. These are just backgrounds, and a lot of it will be covered up with the photos. So, and I hope that you'll join me for that little journey, but that's not going to be on this video, but it will come up. Yeah, I like that. of like working with wax crayons, you know, the Crayolas, only smoother. Very smooth on the paper. So it's a nice feeling, I must say. I didn't do this one, so I think I shall. Now, how about, I don't want to start using all kinds of crazy colors, so that's why I'm kind of sticking to these. And remember, these are already glimmery from the spray. That's all good. There. Now this one, I think this one needs a little bit of gelato. So one thing I like about this project is that I'm using paper that has already served a purpose, and so it's totally recycled, upcycled paper, and it also is full of shimmer and glimmer, metallic, and that is kind of a juxtaposition or offsets the fact that the paper itself is already been used and it's kind of old. So I love that, you know, the difference. Now, where's our crease? Come on. I just wanted to put some of this down the crease so that I will be sewing this together. It's just one signature. I'm just going to sew it together, and I like the idea of, or you know, through the spine part, seeing the glimmer of the iridescent gelato. And I also like kind of a bit of a frame around the page. I know that these parts will show up for sure. I don't think I'll have anything over them. Maybe a little bit on some pages, like some washi, but I don't know. Probably not too much of that. So the part around the framing part will probably show. This is still really wet. Okay, I think that's enough for now. I've completed the background pages for this junk journal photo album that I'm making to give to my niece for her birthday. And I'm inviting you to my next video where I will carry on with this project, but I really need to let these pages dry. Thank you so much for being with me. I totally appreciate it, and I like doing these videos. For me, it's a labor of love, and I hope that you got something out of it. Do subscribe to my channel and press the like button if you like the video, and let me know what you think. Take care now and come back and see me soon. Bye.